Cut. Fucking cut.
Now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go purchase one. That's the problem.
This ain't for me. I was like,
the background is mom and dad was addicted to crack cocaine. Right?
All praises to the Most High. Hi, how are you? Welcome to another episode of the Doc Holliday Show, where we love to uplift black men, black woman, black teen, black child, black royalty, and I am joined by another black royal today, Ms. DeQuanda Taylor Smith, the owner of Cookie Baby Coffee. Ms. Taylor Smith, how you doing?
Very good. How are you, Marcus?
Well, it's good to see you again, DeQuanda. Now, I know you, but tell the people a little bit about you. Where you from? Where you raised? I know you've been doing great work over in Memphis for a long time, but tell the people about you.
Well, I am a native West Memphian, just right across the bridge, born and raised. My whole family is there. I have a really big family, a whole family of D's. So if you ever run into anybody whose name starts with a D, they are likely related to me. Okay?
Now, tell me about growing up. This is West Memphis, right?
Right.
I mean, how is, I'd have been over to West Memphis several. Great people over in West Memphis, but how was it growing? Because every time I've gone over to West Memphis, y'all seem to be a tight-knit community. Everybody knows each other and uplifting. It's like that in Memphis in spots.
Yeah.
Not overall, but West Memphis, it seems like everybody is like that. Talk about growing up over there.
It is a small knit town. Everybody knows everybody, there's value in that. It's a supportive town. I mean, we come to Memphis for many things, but West Memphis also has amenities that people may not know about. And it's up to us that live over there to share those things out so that we can pool people and revenue and resources into our little small town.
Now, where do you get your entrepreneurship from? Because every time I've been knowing you, I met you when I was working at the TV station that shall not be named. I don't name it. She might name it. I ain't finna name it. You know what I'm saying? But because you've always been about your business, professional, driven, ambitious, and you've always been successful. Where did that come from?
I think it comes from within. I think that to have an entrepreneur spirit, you really have to have that self-motivation and have to be self-driven and just willing to take risks. I like to explore. I like to find out new things, and I like to figure out how can I adjust or align myself with those things that are fun or exciting or that I find of interest. And usually on the back end of it, it's a way to make money from it.
Now, I know where we are now with cookiebabycoffee.com. We're going to get to that, but how did we get to this point? I know a lot of the things you've done, but tell the people the things you've done. You've been in sales, general sales manager. You've been doing all kinds of Memphis chamber coming. I'm surprised you ain't ran for mayor yet, and you don't even live over here. But just talk about, how did we get here? Talk about some of the things you've done.
Well, I've always had an entrepreneur spirit, and it started in sales. When you learn a product, you wrap your mind around it, you can communicate that out and have other people see the benefit of it, then you found a niche. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I've always wanted to own my own. I've always wanted to create my own opportunity, and then from there be able to provide opportunities for other people. So I think my entrepreneur spirit was kind of birthed when I started in broadcast sales, which is where you and I are.
Yeah.
And it kind of just grew from there, having an opportunity to meet with so many businesses and talk to so many companies. And then you just kind of shape and mold your interests, and all of a sudden you think, hey, I can kind of do this for myself. I can create a lane for myself and go as fast or as slow as I want to go in my own lane. And that's kind of where my entrepreneur spirit started to develop. I've managed salespeople. I've met with so many businesses, and I've also done television production and TV show production and all of that.
Oh, executive producer. Yeah. No doubt. Memphis on the move, right?
That's right. All of that is fun. I loved it. I love the independence factor of it. But in terms of Cookie Baby, where it came from was my daughter and I, we were trying to find something for her to do when the pandemic hit. And I just kind of said, well, just little baby, why don't you sell some cookies? Mm-hmm. And so then we came up with Cookie Baby, and then the coffee piece came because I've always wanted to own a coffee shop. And my husband and I have this little thing. He makes my coffee every morning, and I don't know what he does to it, but it is the best cup of coffee, and I can never duplicate it. Mm-hmm. And so that just became our thing. And so we just kind of started talking and said, well, let's explore this, and maybe we can create avenue to get to our coffee shop, which is the long-term retirement goal. But let's create an online coffee shop for now. And that's how Cookie Baby Coffee came about. It was really inspired by my daughter and my husband. And we put our minds together and put some things on paper, and I did what I know how to do best and started doing a little networking and a little soft selling to find out if there was a need for it. Just kind of crank up those entrepreneur skills that I knew I had, and it just went from there. And now we're in the stores over in West Memphis. We're in grocery store, Gene Stimpson's Big Star. We're online, and now we're working with Southland to get inside of the new casino. So it's going really well. The online, there's two components. There is online e-commerce, or there is commercial sales where we service break rooms, coffee services for companies' break rooms and things like that. We ship, we deliver, all of that.
Now, I know there's a lot of people out there want to have their own business. But I want to start a business, but they don't understand, the struggles and the challenges that come with that. Talk about some of those struggles and challenges, and how have you pushed through, and how do you push through?
Well, it's always a struggle for a small business to launch, because there is the capital component, and a lot of times we don't have access to those sources of those resources. So the first thing that I would suggest doing is certainly finding something that you have a passion for, something that you love doing, because it's going to require a lot of work. But if it's something that you enjoy, like you enjoy, this whole media thing, it doesn't feel like work. Then you're not thinking about the financial component behind it, because there may come a time where you have to put some finances behind it. So first off, I would say find something that you have a passion for to do, so that it's not like work and you don't mind doing it. And then your time is going to be of value. So that's a whole other thing. But I would really suggest getting educated by, utilizing the Epicenter. The Memphis Chamber has a excellent small business resiliency package that for small businesses. So, hey, get connected there and educate yourself up. It's going to require some research. It's going to require some time, and it's a lot of work. But at the end of the day, the fulfillment is priceless when you're doing it for yourself, when you're working hard for yourself. It's just a different kind of gratification.
Talk about the mental toughness that it takes as well, because a lot of times people start something, they start doubting themselves. It's not moving fast enough. Talk about that, and how do you attack those situations when you doubt may creep in, or you be like, God, man, this ain't really, talk about that.
Well, you've got to know that going in. And if you know that going in and you keep that close to self, then you're managing your own expectations. There is not going to be a yes or a success out of the gate, and you've got to know that. And so what helped me with dealing with rejection, with dealing with no's, was sales, That stuff just kind of bounced right off of me, because I was just so used to it and I knew how to maneuver through it. But if you know going in, hey, I'm not going to become a millionaire overnight. It's just not going to happen, because I've got to put my blood, sweat, and tears in this. It's going to take some time. Then you're managing your own expectations. And so for all the naysayers or the people that you may get no's from, you just know that's just part of the game. And then you let that roll off and go on to the next, because those are your stepping stones. You need those. You need those no's. Because all of those no's collectively, all you need is one yes. And you just got to get to it. So you can't get to it unless you go through it.
Well, I mean, what do you say to people who don't know how to deal? Because Cash, put me up right here, right on the one shot, right quick. It's right here. I'm up here. I'm looking. But because I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know how to deal with no. You tell me no. I'm like, well, man, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But it takes a different.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you deal with that? Because I'm the type, I don't like to ask nobody for nothing. Then if you say, no, you can put me back on the 2-shot now. Yeah, but I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, when people tell you no, there's usually a reason why they're telling you no. So your job is going to become to knock down that barrier and find out a solution. You want to be a solution-minded person to say, they're not just telling you no, they're telling you no because they may have some limitations. So you just got to uncover those and figure out, what is this no about, so that I can turn it into a yes. Let me help you with some of these objections or these things that's causing you to pause. Let me help you move through this.
So I'll be wanting to help him with this.
No.
Okay, we can settle this. No. But no, it takes a special person and a special personality because everybody can't stand to be told no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But this is true. But in the world of sales, which is what you're doing when you're an entrepreneur, you're selling your business by way of yourself. So you're selling yourself. It's all about positioning your product or your service. So you have to be prepared to know that everything is not going to be a good fit for everybody. So if you can streamline some of that by knowing who you're targeting and finding what will fit for them, taking a customized approach. That way, you're not just kind of throwing darts in the air. Everybody is not going to like this flavor coffee or that flavor coffee, or everybody is not going to want cookies, or everybody is not going to want an annual commitment or all those things. So if you know some of those things going in, you minimize the rejection opportunities, because first of all, when you're going to talk with someone or pursue someone, you find out what their goals and their interests are. And then you take that back and customize it with your goods or services or products. And then you go back with a solution. So then again, you're minimizing the opportunity for them to say no. So there's a science to sales, and it involves research, it involves data, it involves listening, and it involves bringing back solutions.
Now, you think you face any more challenges? Because a lot of times black people trying to get into business, we get doors, we get obstacles. Yeah. Have you think you face any more challenges, not only being a black person, but then a black woman and trying to go into business for yourself? And how do you keep encouraged through that? Because I know you see it. Yeah. You're like, I got to push on through though.
Yeah, absolutely. There are so many challenges with small businesses, minority businesses, female-owned businesses, when you're trying to get into the doors of big businesses. Like, my goal is to get into the doors of some of these larger companies and have Cookie Baby Coffee in all of their break rooms, or be able to ship them their services or their goods every month or whatever that might be. It's hard. It can be hard getting in touch with the right person, finding the decision maker. These companies usually do business with big business. So some of the things that we have to change and some of the things that we have to pivot from is those larger businesses being able to reach back and carry some of the smaller businesses so that we can become big businesses and play in that arena as well. So I know that the opportunity is there, and that's one of the things that motivates me. I know that the opportunity is there. It's just me getting inside and having a conversation to share my capabilities, and then be prepared enough so that if it's an opportunity, I'm ready to move on it. So being prepared is key.
Now talk about the flavors you do have, because Cookie Baby Coffee, you got the coffee, the cookies. Talk about the flavors you do have, because you got such a beautiful setup. I mean, you came in with the box. I started taking shit out like, let me leave this alone, because you know how to present this.
Well, we have several flavors. Of course, we have a house blend, a decaf blend. We have Happy Hazelnut. We have Miracle Mocha, Forever French Vanilla, and Classy Caramel. And we have those name titles because the whole notion behind them, everybody can deliver and sell coffee. But with Cookie Baby Coffee, we want it to be inspirationally sweet. We want to provide inspiration that will uplift people. And so when you look at our packaging, you'll see a little positive quote on our packaging. Yeah. When you go into the stores, on the back of the labeling, you'll see a little message there. When we go into break rooms and we have setups, you'll see one of our quotes there in the break rooms. So we always want to uplift and encourage and inspire people. So that's kind of like our little side thing that we do to encourage our users.
Casey and JoJo, y'all watching this, man, I'm telling you, because she got it right now. Forever French Vanilla. And there's a song, Forever. I just thought about that when it popped up. I love it. And how did you come up with it? Because the packaging is key. I mean, I love how it looks. It's clean, it's crisp, and the font. How you come? I mean, the font. It's like, okay. I feel like I'm a king. I know I'm a king, but I feel like I'm a king. I might even throw my finger out if I. You know what I'm saying? How did you come up with the look? Because I like it because it's smooth and it's crisp and it's clean and it says something.
It took a lot of time, a lot of hours on my computer at home. I didn't farm out anything. Because when you're starting out, you've got to use your own skills. You got to use, your own know-how and those things that you're good at. And so I've been in that marketing kind of graphics and creative arena for so long that I just started playing with designs, and I started playing with colors and coming up with the signature colors. And I knew that I wanted to thread that throughout the website and the packaging, because presentation is very important.
Yeah.
And you want a clean, crisp look so that when you do get the opportunity to get in front of those mega companies, you're prepared. And so, I mean, I was up a lot of late nights, twisting and turning these swirls, trying to get them a certain way and have it convey all through the packaging. So, I didn't hire a company to do it. I did it all.
And talk about how important it is to have a support system. You got your husband, you got your beautiful young royal daughter. Just talk about having a support system and your family. I'm pretty sure everybody over in West Memphis and Marion and Arkansas. Just talk about, the support system, how important it is to have people to encourage you and push you on.
Absolutely. That is key. That's probably the energy that you're going to need to keep going. I've got my husband, I've got my mom, my sister, my daughter, my whole D family. West Memphis has been wonderful in terms of supporting Cookie Baby Coffee. When I tell you, those folks will get online, they post, they repost every time they go in the store and make a purchase. They're posting their pictures in the store beside the product. It is such a rewarding feeling. It's just amazing. I know that it's really important to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, people that are positive and going in the right direction, people that are successful, because you can never stop learning. And so I think that's one of the things that's really helped me as an individual is I've never been intimidated by people that were on the fast track or further along than I was, because I knew that I could learn something from those type of people. And West Memphis is full of those people, and those are the people that really help put Cookie Baby on the map on the Arkansas side. Now,
people watching, because I tell you, my wife loves some coffee. My daughter loves some coffee. Now, just say I'm we're meeting. Okay, come on, Miss Taylor Smith. Come on, I want to meet with you. Now, why should I want some Cookie Baby coffee? Why should I want some Cookie Baby coffee? Please tell me.
Well, not only is it the taste, but it is the advantage of helping a small business thrive. There is a lot to be said for small businesses because people put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and there's heart behind it. And when we help our small businesses in our community, we're helping our local economy grow. We're helping provide jobs for other people. We're helping create generational wealth. We're being inspirations to younger students and younger people. Anybody that has an entrepreneur buzz, this is a way that we can help ignite a whole movement, So that's why you would want to try Cookie Baby Coffee, aside from the great taste, the great aromas, the cookies are magnificent. Next time I have to bring you some cookies. Just phenomenal. They are phenomenal. But Cookie Baby Coffee is more than just good coffee and good cookies. It's an opportunity to have impact on a local economy in a major way.
Now, she made a good point. She said helping small businesses to help with the economy. Cash, you can put it down there because, like and subscribe to Doc Holliday Show on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. But hey, what you got to, and you're going to put it up there, and to PayPal and the Cash App, because she said helps, because that's what me and Cash with ISF Productions. A small bit, well, I ain't nothing small about me. He called him small. I'm big boy bad. But we still need that help and support, just like we're going to help Cookie Baby Coffee getting to this. And I'm so proud of you. I'm not surprised that you are doing this. Tell me how you felt. Now you came up with, you came up with everything you need to do, and you get your first, you order it, and it finally comes, and you're like, okay, my dream has come to reality. Take me back to that moment when you finally you get your first order, and you're like, okay, now we ready to roll.
I thought, okay, this just got real. So now fulfillment happens. So now we have a private fulfillment center, and it's all about what is this customer going to receive? What's going to be their experience on the other end when they receive it? So then my focus became, I've got to make sure that this is really an experience for them, from packaging to shipping, really make it personal. And so what I did was, my very first order, I put a personal note in there with green ink. And it was from the CEO of Cookie Baby Coffee, and it was an inspirational saying. And I've never stopped writing notes. I've never stopped writing them. And it was just great. And the person that received it was in Atlanta. And she did a video, an unpackaging video, and she was just floored. She talked about the aroma, she talked about the colors, just like you did. She talked about how everything looked, and that really made me feel good. Her name was Levitra Titus. I'll never forget my first customer. And from there, we went to 4 or 5 other different states, and it just kind of grew. And I thought, you mean I've got customers all across the United States? This is real, So it has been amazing. It has been amazing. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I just kind of threw my hands up and said, let's just do it. And whatever happens, happens. And we prayed up, and God has been taking control ever since.
That's what I like to hear, because a lot of times that's what we have to do. We just have to say, you know what? Let me go and jump out there. Let me go and jump out there and do it, because if you got it in your head, that means you can succeed at it. You just got to go take that first step.
That's all it is. That's all it is. If it's in your head, it can be done.
Now, what's the big vision for Cookie Baby Coffee?
The big vision is to be in hotels, restaurants, grocery stores, all of that. And the ultimate goal is to have a coffee shop down the line. So that's the retirement goal.
I love that.
I'd like to sit in a coffee shop when I retire and kind of motivate those folks that are still going to work.
We also want you into some of these break rooms, especially some of these break rooms at some of these TV stations. Get that damn community coffee out of there. That shit nasty. Say, get some of this Cookie Baby. Because I'm just saying, get some of this Cookie Baby coffee. Because if you want a better performance out of me, give me some Cookie Baby coffee and get that other CC out of there. But anything else you want to add, Ms. Taylor Smith, before we get out here? I mean, I'm proud of you. Anything I can do to support you, I'm glad to have you here. Glad to share on this platform. And anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
Absolutely, I do. I do want to add that I'm very, very proud of you. I want to say congratulations to you on your show. It's amazing. I love seeing all of your different guests that you have. Your energy has been unwavering. You've done a fantastic job, and I commend you for sticking to what you love. You do it so well. So
appreciate you. And you've always supported me, and given me, little nuggets. Like, you might need to, especially at the other team. You're like, look, Doc, you might need it, because I'm telling you. So that's how much I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And that's going to do it for what you got? Oh, yeah, social media. How can they find you? Good job, Cassius McGowan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are on social media at Cookie Baby Coffee. Our website is cookiebabycoffee.com. We're also on Facebook at Cookie Baby Coffee.
So you're going to make sure you get all the information. So you can write it down, text it to them, whatever, so you can put it up there. Anything else from you? Thumbs up. Thumbs up, guy? Okay. Well, that's officially going to do it for another great episode of the Doc Holliday Show, where we love to uplift black men, black woman, black teen, black child, black royalty. Get you some Cookie Baby coffee. Until next time, we out.
What you cooking, Mom? This shit break. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.